Hi everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about something called the crunch and the stretch in the fashion figure and how to put that into your figure to start to move the torso. So as a little introduction, I have Penny here. She's going to help me demonstrate what exactly the crunch and stretch is. Are you ready, Penny? Are you excited? Okay. She's wearing her leg warmers and her sweatband. Ready? Say, crunch and stretch. Crunch and stretch. Good girl, Penny. Oh, Bree. Bree doesn't like wearing leg warmers, so she has to sit this demo out. Good girl. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to draw it. So what I'm going to be showing today how to achieve is the crunch and the stretch. And I just want to show you really quick on my figure where I get that crunch and the stretch from. What we're going to make the figure do today is on the crunch side of the body, her torso is going to form a crunch. And then on the stretch side of the body, it's going to be longer and form a stretch. So that's where we get that name, crunch and stretch. So the stretch side of the body is long, and the crunch side is the shorter side. All right? All right, so this video we're going to start off with the same as we did the basic fashion figure. So start off by drawing an oval for your head and then measure down 9 of those head lengths so that you end up with a 10-headed figure. Go ahead and draw your horizontal lines at those different points. And then number those horizontal lines 0 through 10. 0 is at the top of the head, and 10 is the bottom of the feet. Then take your clear ruler and draw a vertical line down the center, which is again the center front of your body. When we put the crunch and the stretch into the figure, the center front of the torso actually shifts. Go ahead and put your shoulder line in at 1.5, your bust at 2.25. Your waist is at 3, hip is at 3 3/4, crotch is about 4 1/4, your knees at 6.5, and ankle is just below 9. So now what we want to do for the shoulder and bust line is we want to actually put the shoulder and bust line in at an angle, and you want these lines to be parallel to each other. It doesn't really matter how extreme you put your angle. Then you put in your waist and your hip lines, and these should also be parallel to each other, but in opposite directions of your shoulder and bust. So shoulder is parallel to bust, and waist is parallel to hip, and they should be going in opposite directions. Then you want to put in your horizontal points of your body again for your shoulder, waist, and hip. Hip is still equal to your shoulder width, and then you have to swing your crotch point out so that your center front shifts. And then connect the dots and draw in your torso. Now, another important thing with the crunch and stretch figure is that the weight-bearing leg is always on the crunch side of the body. So you want to put that leg in first. So I put that leg in pretty straight with my knee and ankle. And I want to make sure my foot swings back in and touches my natural center front line that I have drawn. And then the leg on the stretch side of the figure can really do whatever you want it to. Since it's not weight bearing, she's not going to fall over. So you can put it at any position. Then you can put in the arms. I'm just doing arms on both hips. And then blocking those in. Again, using my circles and then just kind of playing connect the dots. Then after that, I'm going to go through and shape the figure put in my eye and mouth line. And then smooth out my neck. My neck on my crunch side is going to be a little bit longer. And my neck on my stretch side is actually going to be a little bit shorter. On my crunch side, I also want to put in a little bit more bust definition. And then smooth out under the arms. And on the stretch side, there's not going to be as much of a profile of the body. It's just going to be pretty smooth because we're stretching out that side of the body. You'll notice that my leg on the stretch side is actually at a side view, so I draw my foot a little differently. And then putting in my weight-bearing leg, which is on the crunch side, and that's in a front view. And I'm going to draw in my hip and waist and bust lines. Again, drawing my new center front line. Put in my collarbones, and then those will be helpful when I go to put clothing on my figure. Alright, so again, you can see the weight-bearing leg. It's really important that that's on the crunch side. Hey guys, so that summarizes how to add the crunch and the stretch into the fashion figure, which starts to begin to put a little bit more flair and attitude into your pose for your fashion sketch. Today I used, again, my mechanical pencil, tracing paper, and my clear ruler. And if you're new to the channel, Made by Adri is my name. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and comment. Maybe throw in the comments like what you want to see in my next video, whether fashion related or not. So I hope you enjoyed this. If anything's not clear, let me know that too. If you try this out, try this technique, send me your sketch that you did from it, and I would love to show those on my next video. All right, thanks guys, bye. Here, why don't I just have you hold it for a minute, because how is it working for me to try to figure out? What did you do? I was trying to figure out a way to
Wait, you had it going.
Huh?
You hit play.
So I know the question on I know the question on all of your minds right now after watching this video is, how did I make such adorable leg warmers for my dogs? Well, I made it up right before the video, and I'll show you. It's super easy. So take an old glove, you can find them at Goodwill, or probably the bottom of your closet. And for the leg warmers, just go ahead and cut off the fingers. Yeah, the pink ones I used were stretchier, but then you get the little leg warmers. And then for the sweatband for the forehead, I was born in 1985, so 80s aerobics gear is like my forte. Alright. Then that part of the glove you can use as their little sweatband. So cut off all 4 fingers to make 4 little leg warmers, and then voila, you have an 80s jazzercise puppy. Alright, thanks guys, see you later.